Any government that tells you that the solution to a present-day problem is doubling the prison population over the next 20 years has its head stuck where it's never going to discover the 1,000 points of light of George Bush. That's my opinion of it. These people's idea of future full employment is to make half of us prison guards and the other half prisoners. This man is an alien. He's not a conservative. He's an alien. He and Ronald Reagan both. They are willing to imprison a whole generation of people to keep intact the petrochemical and pharmaceutical monopolies in this country, of which he's well vested in each. And I think he's a vampire. I don't think he's an American. I think he's a vampire willing to suck the life out of all us victims in order to remain powerful and in a powerful position. But let me take this opportunity right here. Wherever this gets shown, let me tell you something. I am pleased and honored to be in the presence of one of the most brilliant men in the United States.
This gentleman next to you,
Jack is author of Emperor Wears No Clothes, and so much more than just an author. A researcher and a dedicated and diligent activist, and a man who I know for a fact is responsible for tens of thousands of people in this country being able to come out of the closet and stand up out of the darkness and stand up out of oppression and despair and lives of quiet desperation, and be able to point to the source of knowledge and the truth and the point of light that this man right here is personally responsible for putting together. I would not be where I am today were it not for Jack Hare, and I know that a lot of people would not be walking tall and with dignity and a sense of pride and a sense that they do no wrong by communicating with Mother Earth through the herb and in other fashions. And this man right here is responsible for as much of it as I know of. I'm sure other people deserve credit to have helped him out. But this man right here is one of the most brilliant people in the United States today, and I hope someday that this country and the people in it will reward him appropriately for what he's done for freedom and individuality and civil liberties and Mother Earth in this country. I want to take that opportunity right now.
Does that mean I get free grass for the rest of my life?
No, I was going to ask you that. Hell no, I got to make profits, son.
That's what I'll do the rest.
I got to start buying
Here, let me show you something you can take back and we can give you better photos. This is Mr. Henry Ford in 1941 with Popular Mechanics magazine showing off his car made from hemp.
Oh, is that when the whole car itself was made from hemp?
And it says so right there in Popular Mechanics, 1941. Is that nice? One more deal in the car. That's an I mean, they should have never let us find that one.
Oh man, that is let me tell you right now, this is not the case of a blind hog snuffing out an acorn every once in a while. This is dedication and intelligence. You know, I think Edison said that genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. This man right here has sweat his ass off for all.
Oh yes, he certainly has.
Thank you.
Well, I'll tell you, I had a lot of good teachers. And
Okay,
this man wrote a book that I read that was one of the Michael Aldrich had written some of the greatest work on hemp long before I even really understood hemp. He wrote it in '77. The Kentucky hemp. The Kentucky what was it?
Marijuana feasibility study.
It was fucking blew my
Yeah, I've
mind
heard
away.
about that, yeah.
It was by adding that and the prospectus. So he is not somebody who needs to come to me to learn about hemp. I learned a lot of my hemp from him.
Wow. I was born in it, Jack.
It's time they change the name of the yoke to the hypocritic. The healers have become the harmers. They're just pharmaceutical farmers. What we used to call dealers, we now call doctors. They don't care for